Hi everyone, it's Lee here at Gnome and Backyard, and a few weeks ago I showed you this form from the Dollar Tree, which yes was from last year, but just in case some of you had some left over, I wanted to give you a few different options of what you could do to craft with this. What we did with this was we actually spray painted the hat, we added some fur to the bottom, cute little flower, and we have an adorable hanging gnome for our door. Another thing we did was actually leave the hat alone, but put some mop head strands on the bottom for the beard, add a few little spiders and a nose, and we have another cute little gnome door hanger. Now, since some of you could not get your hands on this, didn't have it left over from last year, I wanted to give you another option because that's what I like to do. Right now at the Dollar Tree, they do have these ghosts, and they are actually hanging 3 straight down for $1. So you get 1, 2, and then a third one for $1. What you can do with these ghosts, which would be very similar to what we did with this pumpkin hat, is you're going to flip them upside down and you can spray paint them and use this as a hat. Now, for this one right here, very quickly, all I'm going to do is add some faux fur to the bottom of the hat. I'm running a generous amount of hot glue across the top of my beard. And then I'm just going to line it up so it falls right underneath the hat brim. The next thing I want to do is I do want to give a little bit more definition to the brim area. So I just took 2 crafting sticks, glued them together so it was a little bit thicker. Now you might have a bigger crafting stick and that's all you would need, or you might even just have a solid piece of wood that would be the size of the brim, and that's what you could use. I didn't have any of that around, so this is what I came up with. I'm just taking a piece of my fall ribbon from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to wrap it right around my popsicle sticks. So now we have a cute little brim to our hat. I'm just going to tuck the edges back. I might have a little bit too much excess ribbon here, so I'm going to just cut that right off. I really, really love the pattern of this ribbon. So now I am just going to hot glue this right on top of where my beard and my hat meet. Again, using a really nice amount of hot glue to make sure that it stays. And then definitely applying some pressure. Okay, so now our hat has a cute little brim to it. I think I'm going to add a couple of the little sunflowers from the Dollar Tree to the top of the hat. And all that's left is a nose. So I'm going to use one of my tan pom-poms, the nice soft pom-pom for the nose. I think it's the right size. I think it's the right color. And I'm just going to add it on with a little dab of hot glue. Okay, you guys, how cute does this guy look? He is just too sweet. And you know what? He actually looks adorable with our bigger gnome. Mommy and baby, how sweet is that? Now, I also get followers tell me they can't find any fur. So an option that you can do with these same ghosts, if you can't find any fur, so since we had 3 ghosts for $1, this was our first ghost that we're using. I already spray painted a second ghost hat orange. So here's our second ghost. And then we can leave our third ghost white. And we can actually use this for our beard if you don't have any fur. Now for the orange one, I'm just going to cut off the little ghost's head with my clippers, and it comes off really easy. So now I just have a really cute hat. And this, if you don't want to use the other ghost as the beard, you can use this to hang the mop heads off of, like we've done in the past, just like this one. So you could have a tiny one like this. All you would do is hot glue your strands of mop head right across the bottom, untwirl them, and you would have a cute little baby gnome that matches this one. But I'm going to show you, in case you don't have fur, you don't have one of the mop heads from the Dollar Tree, why don't we just use this as a beard? It's fuzzy, it's furry, it's white, why not? So all I'm actually going to do is now hot glue it right to the top of my other form. Again, with a nice amount of hot glue here to make sure that it holds. Now again, I really do like the fur, but this is just another option that you can use, something different. I said I'm always jumping out of my comfort zone to try something different, so here we go. We're going to try something a little different. I do think it's cute how his hat swirls up to this, points in this direction, and how his beard swirls down in this direction. So just to spice it up a little bit, I think we should add a few fall leaves to his hat. A few little fall embellishments. And then all that's left for this guy is a nose. Now, we could use a tan pom-pom again. However, I happen to have one of these little fuzzy balls from the Dollar Tree. It did come in the floral section. I cut it in half so it was flatter, and I'm actually going to use this as his nose. I used it in yesterday's craft also, and the followers seemed to really like it and thought it made a cute little nose, so I'm going to use it again in today's craft. And there we have it. So again, this truly isn't my style. I like to use the fur as the beards, like we did in our first little guy here, but I'm just giving you another option in case you cannot get your hands on any fur. This does make a really sweet option. So thank you so much for continuing to support Gnome and Backyard. Please continue to sprinkle all of our videos, and until we craft again, you have a great day.